Here when you were giving the sobat about New Zealand, and it was very gloomy. You had said that this would be an awakening call for the Muslims, and it would open the doors to the non-believers, and they're going to feel and think about Islam. And actually, we witnessed that this week and this Friday when New Zealand they showed the Namaz Jummah prayers in all the televisions, and their leader, their woman prime minister, made a speech and referred to Islam. What puzzles me is that no Muslim leader on the world stage is mentioning it, especially when it comes to the quotation of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And these kafir leaders, whether it's in compassion or what, they're mentioning it.
Good morning. Islam is going to rise in the Akhir Zaman from where?
The West.
The West. It's not going to rise from the East, it's going to rise from... That doesn't matter, oh, New Zealand's technically there. No, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about values. Countries that hold... Yeah. Because it backfired. Whether they're supporting it openly or not, or they just support it ideologically, it backfired. What they hoped to get was these people become more emboldened, and they're going to do more like that. But there's not. I mean, one thing you have to know, kafirs are cowards. You understand? Anyone who is willing, anyone who loves this dunya is a coward, because he has everything to lose. If you don't love this dunya and you love Allah, you're not a coward, because you have nothing to lose. And what you have to lose, your life, you'll gladly give it. So, how the Muslims are. And Muslim leaders, Allah is watching. Good that you're watching. I was finding out, even the Pope said something. I was saying that, but they're not making it open. Because I've looked everywhere, it's not open. I have to search and it says Pope, New Zealand. Say, oh yeah, he condemned it, of course. So many Western people, their leaders, they are condemning it. And now the West would think that they are so high morally and everything. Now they are challenged and they have to say, okay, right is right and wrong is wrong. What is wrong, we have to say what is wrong. Now they are challenging themselves because it's in front of their faces. They cannot deny it anymore. But Muslim leaders, this is what they want to do, is to control Islam and to make Islam the kind of Islam that they want, according to their own politics. That's why they're not free. And when you're not free, what kind of Islam you have? There is something different also about the nature, let's say, of England. Yes, England has a big role to play, also in the events of the Akhir Zaman. We're watching everyone slamming England, everyone slamming Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles and everything. We just keep quiet because you don't know what the heck you're talking about. You don't know the games and the games and the games behind the games that they're playing. Because there is something in the spirit of the people there, because they've been touched by direct connection and indirect connection with Islam and Tasawwuf and the Ahlul Bayt for hundreds of years. They will think. They will sit and they will stop and they will think. You understand? If we talk about English-speaking world, they will stop and they will think, because England has a long past. And people who are older, they think more. They review, they consider. People who are young, they don't think, they just do whatever they want to do. America never stopped to think. It's not in our culture to stop to think and to consider at all. If it did, it will grow up wiser and better and everything. But then when you start doing that, you have to take accountability, you understand? This country has never stopped to think what it did to the Native Americans. Shh, don't speak. It never really stopped to think in what it did to the African Americans. You understand? Then everything else that he's been involved with from that time on, to stop and to think and to consider. But those countries, they do. They stop and they think. And so what is this called? This is called accounting. There's a conscience that is there. It's a little bit different. How empire is touching England, than how empire is touching, for example, Spain, Portugal, France, Germany. Completely different. We'll see, inshallah. But people are waking up. We'll see. This much is enough. ومن الله التوفيق. حرمة الحبيب.